So one cool thing that I've been liking more recently with the newer Call of Duties, it's been happening for a couple years now, but now they have been adding like more game modes, even though I don't really fully, I don't know, embrace all of them. This one I am going to because it's just ridiculously demanded of me. Right now there is a playlist, I'm pretty sure it's just only a limited time playlist called One Shot. It's basically a fucking sniper only playlist thing. It sounds fucking terrible. I didn't want to play it, but by popular demand, I'm going to play it. So there's some sort of restriction on my class. Apparently I can't use these. I guess we have like custom classes or something like that. I guess just pre-made one. So we have a class called Hardscope, Zoomed, 4x, Ace, and Iron. I guess we go with Zoom? I only picked Zoom because it has a variable on it. That's the only reason. This is the first time that I'm playing a game mode that isn't free-for-all in Advanced Warfare, and I don't know if I really like that. It's literally been 1 minute, and I'm just so used to free-for-all that it just feels awkward for me. It's not even specifically the one-shot game mode itself being a problem. It's just like I don't like playing anything else. Except for MW3 Drop Zone, because that game mode is just, it's too fucking fun. Sometimes I get the urges to go back and play some MW3 Drop Zone and not even necessarily make videos on it, just to fucking play it. I know that this game mode was requested, like, for a long time. Like, probably since MW fucking 2. This is a sniping game mode! Look at this shit! No, absolutely not, no.
I'm finna lick it till it,
I know a lot of people are just gonna be like, oh, well, what the fuck is the difference? You're in FaZe, you get in a sniper lobby every single lobby, and that's really, it's not always the case as I'm killing a sniper. And another sniper. And another sniper. But see, it's not my intention to get into a sniper lobby each and every single time. It's kind of a weird thing how it works. Like, I started sniping because it was different, and I felt like I stood out when I did it. And now that everybody does it, or even has just like, you know, a whole game mode dedicated to sniping only, it's just kind of like, I don't feel special anymore. And of course, there's thousands among thousands of people, but that's why I started sniping in the first place. That's the reason why anyway. And another reason why I did it is just because using like an automatic was just too easy for me at the time. I wanted to challenge myself. Now, will I be the best fucking player in the world if I used an automatic? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the time that I decided to, I don't know, stick to this whole sniping thing, I felt like this was more challenging. Now it's just kind of like a really fucking casual thing. Now I could really care less. Call of Duty is just an easy game, period. I'm sorry to anybody that thinks Call of Duty is actually a hard game, but you know it's not. Now, can anybody become a pro? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the learning curve on this game, a lot of people can just pick this game up and play it. Advanced Warfare is a little harder than its predecessors, but it's still a pretty easy game compared to other games like Halo, for example. Counter-Strike, games like that. Those games are just much harder, in my opinion, of course. But I still like Call of Duty. Just because the game is easy doesn't mean I'm gonna completely stop playing it. I know there's a whole fucking red gunner versus sniper deal, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck the whole thing is about, but I just did what I thought was fun, that's all. I mean, you can dissect it any way you want, like a third grader with a pack of gushers, but that's just how my thought process worked just throughout all these years. It's a really strange thing, okay? Hear me out on this, but I find it easier to actually kill people that are using automatics as compared to snipers, but at the same time, doesn't always seem that way. I think it really just depends on the players themselves. If a person is trying to snipe and they just fucking suck, it just fucking sucks. And the same thing goes for a person using an automatic. That's why I never really understood the whole, oh, he's playing against snipers, the clips aren't as good and all this other stuff. A lot of people think that sniping isn't like trying hard. No, there are some sweaty fucking snipers out there. I'll fucking tell you. I sweat hard as shit on MW3. Fucking jump and drop shot in every single fucking chance I get. Where snipers run around on certain parts of the map and group up and stuff, lined up for quads and shit like that. The same thing happens with people that use automatics. Snipers will sit there and funnel into one fucking area of the map like hard hat on MW3, and bad players that are using automatics are just firing, spraying bullets all over the fucking place, running at you blindly like a fucking zombie. The bottom line is, if you just fucking suck, you just fucking suck. It doesn't matter what you're using. I just want to back it up a little bit and go back to that gushers comment that I had. I don't know if they had these fruit gushers over in the United Kingdom or any of the other countries that are watching this video right now, but please let me know if you did. But gushers were basically like this candy. It was just like this gummy stuff, and it had like this basically corn syrup inside. And I remember when I was a kid, any kid that had a fucking bag of gushers would get fucking swamped for them. They're the most delicious, most unhealthy fucking things you could have ever eaten back then. But hey, we're kids, fuck our health. As a kid, you could dump a bowl of sugar into your mouth and be fucking fine. Back when I had those gushers, I never ate them full. I either bit them in half just so I could see the fucking gushy shit inside, or I would just squeeze it until it popped out of the side. I don't give a fuck, everybody did that. Poop! See, maybe my words would mean more if it came from people that were really, I don't know, into the whole sniping scene, I guess. Like, yeah, I'm in FaZe and shit, but I could give a fuck less about creating the best montage ever created. I'm not knocking knocking anybody whose goal that is. If that's your fucking goal, I respect that. If your goal is to piss 10 feet away from your toilet and get every single drop right inside the bowl without hitting the seat, I support you, man. I'll give you a fucking back rub before you try it. Sometimes I feel bad for girls because they don't even understand the mini games that us dudes play when we're either peeing or just something with our dick. You ever played a game where you try to pop all the bubbles with your piss? You never win, but you try it 80% of the fucking time. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Where you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome? We're all insane with our dicks in our hands.